It's been a long while since anybody's seen me. I look a lot different than I did, 7, 8 years ago when we were using the channel for weekend vlog stuff. So, like I mentioned throughout this video a few times, we're gonna try to post as much as we can on YouTube because it's something I enjoy doing. Whether it's my C10 or whether it's I have other vehicles at home. I have my Suburban that we've done a couple things to. I have my Corvette, which I'm actively doing things to. And then I have my 6-liter Silverado. So there's just going to be a bunch of just car and truck related content on this channel. Obviously it's cold out right now, so we're not really doing truck shows or anything like that, but that will all also come to the channel as well. Just time-lapse videos of me driving to wherever we're going in the international. And then, walking the shows and giving a look at some of the stuff that's there. So you guys get to kind of experience that along with us. So we have a lot of people in the community at these truck shows that already give us a ton of footage. You can pretty much search any truck show you want, whether it's McCungy's truck show, Keystone Diesel Nationals, or there's several folks that post a lot of the truck related content. But we're going to do some of the same things too, and from our perspective. So yeah, that's the main thing. We're going to be doing truck content. Specifically with the big rig stuff, if it's just us working on the Red Mac or, us messing around with the International or the Superliner or pulling the Rat Rod, the B model out of the shop, and just messing around with that thing. C10 content is going to be a big thing on the channel as well, so stay tuned for that. Like I said, we're going to do some time-lapse videos, some specific things, and understand too that I do a lot of research before I work on this stuff. I don't just try to wing it, but there's going to be things I don't know and understand. So there's going to be a lot on this channel that's filmed for me doing this the first time. I've never put an electronic motor into a truck that's not electronic. So I'm going to be learning a lot of that on the fly. So looking forward to all of that. Like I said, we'll film all of that stuff as much as we possibly can. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. As you guys can see, last week uploaded a video just to some archive stuff, but one of the main things is going to be coming to this channel is reviving my pickup truck for, I don't know, the second or third time now. So I've had this thing for quite a bit of time, about 7 years at this point. Ran at one point, had a 305 small block in it. It was a V6 manual truck from factory. I got it as a V8 automatic. Unfortunately, the 305 blew up, so right now it's sitting in it as a 350 small block, the same turbo 350 transmission that was in it. But I will show you what we're going to end up changing this into. So, truck overall, I mean, frame's in good shape. She shows her age, so got a lot to do in here, but you can see just some miscellaneous parts. This thing was great when it was running. I put about 1,000 miles on it when I had it going the first time, so definitely looking forward to getting this thing back together. We are going to aim to fully restore the truck, so every nut and bolt, everything you see will be brand new on this truck by the time it's done. So I'm going to show you guys what we're actually going to throw in it, because it is going to be a little bit of a change. What I do want to show you guys is I will show you the old motor, which is actually sitting back here. So this was the motor that was in the truck itself. Like I said, ran about 1,000 miles on this motor. I had no problems with this thing. I think the oil pump ended up just taking a crap on me. And this motor is making a lot of fun noises at the very end. So we decided just to pull it out. Truck sat for a little bit. Put the 350 small block in it. It's in there. Had to tie up some loose ends, but I think now that I'm in a different stage of my life, I can actually have some more fun with it and do something more modern. So we got ourselves a 4.8 Vortec for the C10. So bought this motor off a guy, pulled it out of a truck that was running. It's 4.8 stock heads, completely stock motor. The goal is to change intake manifold, bigger throttle body, potentially put a camshaft in it. And then I want to actually turbo this motor and put it into that C10. So I'm looking to make probably 450 to 500 wheel horsepower with this motor once we're all set and done. I am going to build it kind of just as a street truck, but if I ever want to take it to the drag strip to kind of have some power to at least make a comparable pass. So this motor is going to end up going in the truck. Like I said, it ran, I think it's got about 170,000 miles on it, which for those of you who are in the GM world, that's not a lot of miles. I got a 6-liter pickup truck that's got 160,000 on it. So going to basically have 2 Vortec trucks at this point. So this is going to get tossed in it. Same transmission that's in it is going to stay. I'm actually going to have a local shop by me refresh the whole transmission for me, get that thing ready to go so it can get teed up to the back of this. Obviously, we need some flex plate adapters and things like that. So we'll get all that buttoned up. Then we'll throw this thing in, and then we're going to be doing some other stuff to the truck too. Suspension upgrades. The whole interior will get redone. I mean, everything down to the trim pieces, the nuts and bolts, the fasteners that hold the dash in. I mean, everything brand new. I have new doors for the truck. So that truck's going to have every nut and bolt changed on it. So out with the old. The 350 in there's coming out as well. And then in with what's new to me, which is that 4.8 Vortec will go in there. So looking forward to that. So just that's going to be kind of the content on this channel. I'm looking to upload more between just the C10 build and doing some of the more truck related stuff that we do, because there's always some fun stuff going on over here. Walking back over here, one of the things I forgot to actually mention about this truck is there was another motor in between all the gas engines. I did have a diesel motor for this truck. We actually were going to put a 5.9 Cummins in it, so like heavy duty suspension and kind of do something a little cooler with just a unique setup with a 5.9. It had a 5-speed attached to it. I ended up selling the combination just because somebody offered me some money that, you know, I just couldn't refuse based on what I had paid for it, and got for it a year later. So that was actually after the 305. That was the goal. But we're going to go to the Vortec, like I'd mentioned. Same turbo 350 trans in it, just a full refresh. Everything's going to change. Wheels are going to change. Color is going to change. I'm actually going to hope to paint this truck the same color as my new Suburban, which I'll show you guys for frame of reference. But goal is to put a full street UMI suspension setup on it. We're going to change upper and lower arms on the front. We are going to change the sway bars on the front and rear. It also has new springs with it, and then it comes with I chose the kit that has the Bilstein 4600 shocks, series shocks with it. So we're going to put all that in. I'm going to put new leaf springs because I think, as you can see, yes, it's sitting on a decline, but the truck itself squats, because when we did pick this truck up, it was filled to the top of the bed with dirt. So it naturally squats due to all the weight that was in it for so long. So that's going to get done. Trying to think of what else will actually be done on this thing. I mean, like I said, it's top to bottom. So we are going to do a Willwood disc brake conversion on the front and rear. I've done a lot of research on the rear just because I'm going to put a lot of power to this truck comparatively to what it had prior. So I've done a lot of research. This has a GM10 bolt in it on the rear end. I can use that. They're kind of safe up to about 450, 500 horsepower. Anything over that, you're kind of, your ROI isn't great. I mean, you could potentially destroy the rear housing. So the power I'm trying to make out of this truck versus what I have on the rear end, we're just going to change axles, put a posi rear end in it, just make it, you know, a much more sturdy rear end for this truck, and then from there we should be good to go. So that's kind of where we're at. I would open the hood for you, but it's unlatched, so, or it's unbolted right now. It's just actually latched shut. So I don't want to pop the hood and then have to wrestle with getting it off. So but there is a small block 350 in it. You probably can see it through the wheel well. This motor runs, from what we understand. It was pretty simple getting it back in there. As a lot of you Chevy guys may know, it's pretty simple to put this stuff back in. But the problem with this truck is that when it was switched over from a V6 manual to a V8 automatic, there was a lot of parts used from different generations to just make this truck work. Like I said, it wasn't mine until about 7 years ago, and it had sat for a long time. I think the last inspection sticker on it was like 20 years prior to 7 years ago when I got it in 2019. So definitely has a lot of character, but a lot of life left in it, and I'm super excited about it. We're gonna obviously, I'm looking for a new bed. Obviously, you can see some of the rust holes and some of just the patchy body work that's been done to it. But I have new doors for it. New fenders are pretty inexpensive, so we're just gonna put new fenders on it. I am gonna get a new hood for it as well. New mirrors, like I said. I mean, everything literally down to I mean, everything down to, you know, the trim pieces that actually run across the insides of the doors around the back. Get a headliner in place. You know, get my Chevy trim pieces here. Get this ABS plastic dash out of here. It's something that I bought, you know, obviously when I was much younger and just was on a fixed budget, but needed a dash that would actually, you know, cover all of that stuff. So that's kind of where we're at with it. So in time, I will begin to upload stuff. I'm gonna try to get this going as soon as I can. Just obviously life things, you know, family and stuff like that kind of takes a lot of my time up. So but the goal is that myself, and then for those of you who have seen a lot of our like weekend vlog videos or even some of the truck related videos, Larry will be here helping me as well pull this thing together over time. So we'll continue to like time lapse videos and things like that, so you guys can see this thing from start to finish. So yeah, I mentioned we're going to paint it. Let's call it Cypress Gray. That is the goal. It was going to be blue, similar to that Superliner that I have in another video, but I think I want to match my fleet a little bit. So I'll show you the Suburban color just for reference. This is the color, so it's kind of hard to tell. Let me sneak around. This is my 26 Suburban. I just bought it in September. Let me sneak around so you can see the color, because it's such a cool color. So it kind of looks green, like a greenish gray in the sun. It's called Cypress Gray. It is one of the upgraded color options from Chevy. And then you can tell from this side of the truck, it just looks like dark gray, sort of black. So so the goal is to paint the truck this color. I don't know if I'll do the HF4s on the C10, but it definitely will have this color if I can make that happen, and it's feasible to do. So it should be something that we can do in the future. That's kind of obviously down the road project when the truck's ready to be put back together, but that's what the color will look like, and that is the goal. Like, subscribe, comment. It goes a long way for me, so I appreciate everything. Thanks for watching this week. Hopefully upload some videos here in the near future.